everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's just Clarice, and I know I've been away from YouTube for pretty much the entire month of June. I think I posted one video at the beginning of the month and I haven't posted again since, which is terrible, but I got really busy. I had a midterm, my sister visited, and it just got kind of crazy. So I am back now, and I know I've said that before, but I mean it this time. I have a great video for you guys today. It is my June Ipsy bag. I just got it today. I am so excited to try out the products for you guys and let you know what I like, what I dislike, and why. So without much further ado, let's dive right on in. So first things first, as per usual, I'm going to show you guys what the Ipsy bag actually looks like this month, and I think this is one of my favorite designs so far. This is what it looks like right here. It's got 3 different shades of yellow. I absolutely love this. I think this is so summery, which makes it perfect for the June Ipsy bag since it's the beginning of the summer season. And it's just so cute. It's so bright. I could definitely see myself toting this around with just my touch-up makeup products in it. It has a heart-shaped zipper right there that says Ipsy on it, which is not only super cute, but because it's so big, it actually makes it really easy to open and close the bag without any hassle. And of course, on the inside of the bag, we get the card, which tells us what the inspiration or theme of the month is. And this month, it's Flying Colors, which is in celebration of Pride Month. It says that they really wanted to highlight 7 LGBTQ+ creators who know that what makes them different is also what makes them beautiful, which I think is so lovely. And I am really excited to try out these products with you guys today. So the first product I've actually already used on my face because it is a sample size of the Hey Honey Come Clean Propolis and Mineral Facial Scrub, which is a propolis and vitamin C enriched exfoliant for all skin types. I don't actually know what propolis is. I'm assuming it has something to do with honey, because this actually really smells like honey. I think it smells so good. It's supposed to be really deep cleaning for your pores, and it's actually also supposed to apparently tighten your pores as well. So I used it for the first time today, and I followed the instructions on how to use it on the Ipsy bag website. I did really enjoy it. I think my skin feels really nice and clean. It got rid of any oiliness or anything on my face, and it does smell amazing. As I said before, it smells really good. However, I'm not noticing a crazy difference in the way my pores look. I don't think they look super tightened. I don't think that it cleared them out really well. However, it doesn't promise anywhere on the website that it's going to be a miracle in one use. So I'm gonna have to keep using this product and see how I feel about it, if it really does do anything for my skin, if I do notice a change in how my pores look. And I will let you guys know if I end up really loving it, probably by incorporating it in a favorites video, or if I don't like it, or if I have any bad reactions to it or anything like that. I'll let you guys know as well. So the next product that came in the Ipsy bag this month is a sample size of the Benefit POREfessional Pore Primer. And I'm pretty excited about this one actually, because I've heard so many good things about the POREfessional Primer, and I've honestly really wanted to try it. It's just, Benefit isn't the cheapest brand, and I didn't want to invest the money if I wasn't gonna love the product. So I'm actually really excited that we got this sample size. It is pretty tiny, so I'm probably only gonna get a couple uses out of it. But I think that's enough to tell if it's a primer that I'm actually going to like, if I think it's going to, you know, do anything to my skin, if it's going to feel good or if it's going to feel weird. So I'm just going to rub that into the parts of my face where my pores are at their worst, which is actually around my nose, this part of my cheeks, and right here today. They are particularly bad. Actually, it feels pretty nice. I was kind of expecting it to feel really silicone-y, but it feels pretty good. Not too greasy or slimy or anything like that. Just put a little bit. I've got a mirror set up over here, so I'm just gonna put a little bit there. Again, just smooth it along. The more I put on though, it does feel a little greasy. I'm hoping it's not too slip slidey so that any product I put on top will just come right off. I've never heard that. I mean, like I said, people tend to say really good things about this primer. So I'm hoping for the best. So I'm just taking a look at my skin in my little hand mirror now, and I'm honestly not seeing that much of a difference in the appearance of my pores. I think they're still looking pretty prominent. Maybe I'll give it a few minutes to really sink in, but I would definitely say they appear to be a little bit more minimized, but there's not a striking difference. Maybe a little bit smoother. So that's kind of a meh product for me. I'll use it more, see if I notice a difference over time. Maybe it'll look different on a different day. You never know. Sometimes your skin just wants to look the way it wants to look. But for the first impression that I'm getting from it, I'm not seeing it as a crazy difference, so I don't know if I would invest the money in the full-size product. So I'm actually going to jump off camera right now and put on my base makeup, and I will see you guys again when I'm ready to put on the next product. Alrighty guys, so I am back. I have just finished putting on my base makeup along with some bronzer. I am not putting on any highlight today because I've got some texture on my skin that I am not trying to emphasize. So the next product I'm going to be going in with is blush, which brings us to the next item that we got in our Ipsy bag this month. It is a full-size brush, and this is by Firma Beauty. First of all, I just want to talk about the look of the brush. I think this is so gorgeously beautiful. It's just got this really simple look to it. It feels really nice in your hand. It doesn't feel cheap at all. And the handle here, I love this like bronzy, deep brown color. The bristles are super soft, and according to the website, it is vegan and cruelty free, so I imagine that this is a synthetic fibers brush, and it feels so nice. Like, you wouldn't be able to tell. It's not scratchy or anything like that. And this is supposed to be the Firma Beauty 102 Elite Blush Brush. So it is specifically made for blush. It does mention that you could use it for bronzer as well, but I've already put my bronzer on my face, so I'm just going to use this for blush today. And I'll be going in with my e.l.f. Primer Infused Blush in the shade Always Cheeky. So I'm just dipping the brush into the product. And I'm noticing it's picking up a decent amount. Place this on the apples of my cheeks and sweep backwards. Okay, it is definitely applying the product really well. The color is showing up immediately, and by doing circular motions, it is blending out as well. It's not difficult at all. I mean, you can definitely chalk that up to the product as well. It's a really nice blush. It's actually become one of my favorite blushes, but if you have a bad brush, you know, product is gonna apply badly. So this is definitely really nice. It feels so soft on the skin. I am really loving this. So the next product that we got in the Ipsy bag this month is an eyeshadow palette. It's a sample size. It's right here. It's by Pacifica, and it's called Tomboy Vibe. They are 100% vegan, cruelty-free, natural mineral eyeshadows. I'm actually not going to judge the packaging too harshly because this is only a sample size. It's not a full-size product. And it's just got a little plastic packaging here with a little button that you press to open the lid, which I actually do like that. I like that it's not just simply latched on. There's something to give it a little extra security so that your eyeshadows don't go everywhere. They do give us the little paddle brush that they give you in every tiny eyeshadow palette. I never know why. Nobody uses these ever. But the shades themselves actually look really, really pretty. They give us the names of the shades here on the back. So we have this light brown, it looks to be a shimmer shade called Tomboy. This really pretty green shade that also seems to be shimmery, which is 1970. This shimmery, it looks like a pinky, peachy, deep color called Pretty Vacant, followed by a deep brown called Schooled, and finally what seems to be the only matte shade in the palette, this red shade here called Rebel, and it's sort of a reddy orange shade. It gives me very 60s vibes when I look at these colors, and even the box itself, just in the design, seems very old school to me, which I kind of like. So I am going to try these products on my eyes now. It says that you can get all these shades in the full-size Beach Punk palette, which might come with more shades. I'm not actually sure. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these shades yet. I'm going to put them on one of my eyes, figure out what I'm going to do, and then when I finish that, I'm going to come back, show you guys what I've come up with, and try to recreate it on camera on the other eye. So this is the eye look I came up with. I'm going to zoom you in a second for when I do the other eye. You're going to see when I zoom you in that the outer bit didn't blend super well, and I'm not sure if I can chalk that up to the shadows or myself and my own abilities. It's probably a mix of both. But I'm gonna zoom you in now and we're gonna try to recreate it on this eye. Okay, so we are uncomfortably close to my face now, and we're going to get started on this eye right here. So as far as colors go, the first color that I'm gonna go in with is this deep brown shade right here. And I'm gonna put that into the outer corner and just try to blend it out as well as I can. I've already primed my eyelids with concealer. I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush and dip into that color now. I do notice that there is a bit of kickback in the pan with these shadows. I mean, it happens. It's not a bad thing. I'm just gonna take that into the outer corner. And I'm just trying to, I don't want to go too far down with it and get that droopy look, but I also want to make sure that the outer corner is covered. So it looks pretty faint right now. In person, it's a bit deeper. Now, I would have preferred if this had been like a matte brown shade, and because they only gave us one matte and I really just wanted to use this palette and not dip into other ones, this is what we got to work with. And it's a fairly warm shade as well. It's the deepest brown in the little palette here, but I mean, you can build it up and make it pretty deep, but it is very shimmery. Sweep that along the edge here as well so it connects without going too far into the eye. And I'm just trying to blend as I go. Once I finish, I am going to clean up using a clean, stiff buffer brush. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, it went droopy kind of here, which I'm trying to avoid that, but I don't have a perfect technique. So I think that's as much of that color as I want to put in. I actually think I might have put it in a little far on this side. And you can actually see what I mean. Like, there's a line here where the color just didn't blend. I pressed it in and I tried, but it's just not blending out really seamlessly. And I don't know what to chalk that up to. So the next color that I'm going to go in with is the matte shade, the only matte shade in the palette, which is this reddy brown color. And I'm going to take that here and just dust it on my eyelid. Again, not going too far into the inner corner, just sort of focusing on the center and really just blending in the color there. This one I feel applies on the lid a lot more easily and blends out a lot nicer than that brown shade as well, which is very interesting to me because I typically find that I prefer shimmer shades in a palette, and in this one, even though there's only one matte shade, I found it to be the easiest one to work with. And so the last color that I'm going to put onto the eyelid itself is this pink shimmer shade right here in the middle, and I'm going to take that on the inner corner out on the eye and just sort of spread it until it blends in. I'm going to dip a flat headed brush into the pan and apply that directly onto the lid. So I just cleaned up around the edges using that clean buffer brush, and they're looking pretty even. The last thing I'm going to go in with is a shade just to apply to the inner corner and the brow bone as well. The shade that I thought was going to be a light brown, when swatched, is actually very sheer, and I think it works really well as just a pop of sheen in the inner corner. In order to make it really connect, I also swept a little bit of that dark brown shade right along the outer corner of my bottom lash line. So I'm just going to quickly do that just a little bit right now. And now we're just going to finish off with some mascara. And I'm just going in with my Maybelline Total Temptation. And there we go. That is the finished eye look. I tried my best. I have mentioned this before. I'm not a beauty guru. I am not a makeup artist. I just like to play with makeups. I'm sure if you got this eyeshadow palette, you could have done a much better job, but we're not here to talk about the look. We're here to talk about the shadows themselves. So what are my final thoughts? I think that the colors are really beautiful. They're fairly pigmented. I did swatch the green and it's swatched very light. So I can't actually comment on how pigmented or how well that shade is. I'm gonna have to play with it, try to incorporate it in some other look. So far, I do like the shadows. I think they're very soft. For the most part, I think they blend out pretty well. The dark brown shade is a little iffy on the blendability, but the rest of them I thought were really nice, especially this matte orangey red shade. And I'm gonna play with it more in the future. As far as being able to create looks just using this palette, I would consider this to be more of a companion palette, really. Something that I could pull a couple of these shades from and add them to a look, but not something I would reach for all on its own. I definitely am going to continue to use it and see, maybe I end up loving these shadows. Who knows? It's just a first impression. It's a good product, it just didn't wow me. So the very last product that we got in the bag this month is a lip product. It is by Hanalei. It's a lip treatment and it's in the shade Mauve Pink. So I'm very interested in this product. I'm assuming it's sort of like a moisturizer for your lips. And I'm just reading here now. It says that it is super hydrating and healing, but it's also a subtle pink balm in a mauve toned color that was designed to give your lips a healthy, flushed look. It says it's made with kukui oil, which I'm pretty sure I pronounced that incorrectly, Kukui, which is apparently a Hawaiian favorite, known to deeply hydrate and rejuvenate skin, packed with vitamins A, C, and E, as well as essential fatty acids. It also has agave and grapeseed oils, which are powerful antioxidants, and shea butter to deeply hydrate your lips without feeling greasy. Oh, that's interesting. So I just opened it up and I expected to find a sort of lip applicator, but it looks like it's just a tube. And then it has the product inside. So I'm imagining maybe I just put this on my finger and then dot it on. Apply it all over clean lips for a slight pinky tint. And if it's feeling extra dry, swipe on another coat. I'm a little confused by the directions because it says to swipe it on. However, I'm just going to show you. It is just a tube. It's a tube opening, which this isn't typically something I would just swipe onto my lips really easily. I'm gonna use my finger because I don't want to put on too much of the product. Okay, it's quite thick. It's definitely a pinky color. Oh, it's thick. That is a thick pink balm. Okay, it's very hydrating. It feels really nice. I am glad I used my finger because you would need some precise application. So I'm just zoomed you guys in so you could see what it looks like. There isn't a very strong pink color pulling through, and it definitely looks more like a gloss than a strong pigmented balm all on its own. I do think it feels very comfortable on the lips. It's not super sticky or anything like that. It feels really, really nice. And it's a pretty, very light flush of pink. So I wouldn't say, if you're looking for a very pinky gloss, I would maybe put on a pink lip underneath and then apply this gloss on top, because I don't think it would be giving you that really big pop of pink that you're looking for all on its own. But it definitely feels really great. I will continue to use it and see if I notice any difference in my lips. I do tend to have very dry lips, so if this helps with that, incredible. I will say this, I do wish it had some kind of applicator at the top that would form to my lips to make application really easy. I don't mind using my finger, but it's not the most convenient thing if you're on the go and you don't have anything with you to wipe your fingers off with afterwards. Other than that, I am really, really liking it. It doesn't really have a strong scent or anything like that, which is not a bad thing at all. In fact, a lot of people prefer their products unscented, so that's probably a bonus there. I do like a little bit of a scent in my lip products, but I think that's just me. Alright, so that is absolutely all the products I got in my Ipsy bag this month. And I will say it didn't go as well as some other months. Some of the products were a little bit of a miss, like the pore primer, and some of the products I actually really enjoyed, like the blush brush. So I am going to continue to use all of these products until I've used them all up, and if anything goes wrong, I'll let you guys know, give you an update on those, and if it's really great and I end up loving it, you're going to see it in a favorites video sometime in the future. But until then, if you like this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more videos from me, you can go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I do post new videos every week, I promise. From now on, I will be posting brand new videos every single week. That is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!